guys that are nerds about movies.
I love that shit. I watch movies like literally like every fucking night. Bro.
Yes.
Like I'm just not somebody who just goes home and watches the news. This guy yells at me for it all the time. He's like, y'all don't watch the news. I'm like, no, why the fuck would I do that? Like, even though some people say like movies are kind of like, it's a good vice. It's a really good vice. You know what I mean? And fuck it, bro. Like it kind of does calm. Like, I work a lot, dude. So it's like, if I go home and like, like maybe design a tattoo, but it's really cool to be able to like, for example, like I would have to look at my calendar. I have many movie subjects like listed, but if it's like Star Wars or if it's like Lord of the Rings or something like that, it's cool to go home and like watch those movies.
Have you seen all the Lord of the Rings?
Of course.
All the Hobbits?
I like the first one.
See, I don't like the Hobbits at all. Seen them all, but they were whatever.
The first one's cool because it shows you how it transitions. So that's why I think it's cool. If you watch the beginning of the first Hobbit, it's kind of like, it starts off in like, with Frodo. And it's like really cool because it kind of shows you how it transitions. So like, that's kind of cool. But then, yeah, of course, you got to deal with the Hobbit movie. It's not like Frodo comes back.
And you've seen every single Star Wars?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even the new ones. There's just some shows that I'm not like 100% like sold on at the moment. Does that make sense? Like, for example, like
well, you said you don't like newer movies?
No, I didn't say that I didn't like the newer movies. I actually enjoyed the last Star Wars installment, The Rise of Skywalker. That was really cool. Like here's what they did cool, right? This is just my opinion. Okay. Like it's, this is just me from like watching it. I didn't see this anywhere. This is just like my conclusion about the Star Wars films. I think they made the latest 3 ones for the new generation of kids. That will be their associations to Star Wars. They essentially created this new version of the Empire, and they kind of like related them to the previous characters. The second coolest thing they did is parents have to go take these fucking kids to go watch these movies. So what I think they did for the parents was add the older casts. And
what do you mean? Star Wars is for a bunch of old nerds.
It is, but I'm talking about the newer ones.
Right? I don't know.
It is, but did you watch the new? Did you watch the new ones?
No, I didn't go to the theaters.
So you didn't watch the new Star Wars at all. So you didn't watch the new Star Wars at all,
dude. My shit was when it came out when we were kids. I went back and watched the old ones, with Luke Skywalker and.
No, but did you see any of the newer ones, the 3 ones? Like there was.
I remember Hurricane came and we watched the one with when I was like in my mid-20s when the guy Kylo Ren, he's like, Ben.
Those are the ones I'm telling you about.
I couldn't tell you one thing about that movie, dude. I don't remember anything.
That's what I was telling you. So I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think those movies were made for. But what was cool is that they did bring back Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really cool. So what I'm telling you is that those movies, I feel like they made characters for the younger generation, because when they go to like Orlando or Disney, like that's their new characters. I'm not saying that Vader's not, but they have their new Vader, which is Kylo Ren. And then,
do you agree those 3 that when we grew up are the best though?
The 1977
Phantom Menace.
Well, yeah, that's our time, bro. That's for us.
Like,
that's for
if
the
it's on TV, you could. That's a movie that I like. Bro, if it's on TV, if you change the channel, and Phantom Menace is on, or what's the 6th one? When he's older and he kills all the kids. Anakin.
That's 3. That's
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. If those movies are on, you could just sit there and start watching it. It doesn't even matter what part of the movie it's in. I could just sit there and watch those.
So the reason those are powerful,
it's just they're such good movies.
You're my age, right? 32? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So like that's why that was really powerful. Like I remember I was in summer school going into 1st grade when the Phantom Menace came out.
Did they just come back? Revenge of the Sith just came back out in theaters.
They did a re-release.
Yeah, bro. It's a great movie.
Yeah, of course.
So you can't.
I think it was was it that you can fact check me on the 20th anniversary? It's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, yeah, you can tell it's 20 years old, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense. We were like 10 when that came out. So that makes sense.
Just like the Batmans, bro. Actually, I don't know. The early Batmans, I still like them, even though they're cheesy.
When you think of Batman, what comes to mind right away?
The older ones. You know what my first Batman movie that I saw?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. So the first Batman movie I saw that I didn't even know there was other Batman movies. This was when I was younger, when someone gives you a VHS tape and, I'm like 5-6 years old, whatever. And it was the George Clooney one when they put the nipples on the suits.
That one fucking sucked. I don't care what anyone says. That one fucking sucked.
Chill.
I mean, it was kind of like the thing is Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
He freezes some guy.
It was kind of call me in the morning. Like it was like the thing is, like, look, it's cool.
Take
like
a chill pill.
I appreciate maybe the choreography, like the way that they staged it, but like that movie sucked. Like,
bro,
the
as a
writing was
kid
poor,
though, like growing up,
garbage.
like we watched stupid movies like that and we fucking enjoyed them.
But that was they were legit.
They had
when we
like
were
bike
kids.
races and shit.
Watch that shit tonight. Watch that shit tonight.
I watched it
You'll be
yesterday.
Like, watch anybody who's my age right now. Go and watch the George Clooney.
I still liked it, dude. I don't care what you say. It's an entertaining movie.
Let me explain something. So, because
I can't watch a new Marvel movie. I'll fucking fall asleep in Thor 4 or some shit.
The thing is with the new Marvel movies is that, like, when they were making them, like, for example, like Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 1 through 3 with Tobey Maguire, the thing is during that time, like, you know, in terms of like film culture, like they were trying to film these things very realistic. Like they wanted to film it in a different way. I think where Marvel's going today is that they have gone more of the CGI route. They've gone more of like this illustrative CGI character route. And they're just trying different things. I think they're trying to have more pop color, more effects, more like things that wouldn't be realistic. How many Marvel
movies do you think are out now?
I mean, dude, I have to go and count. Like there's one.
Like
there's
fucking 50 of them,
dude,
bro.
I know, but they're
keep up with this shit.
I know because we're not maybe as interested in it.
Avengers. I haven't even seen the one with
like Endgame.
What's the homeboy with the chin and all the memes about him? The villain, the big guy with the gold hand. Thanos. I've never even seen that shit.
I probably pronounced
I still haven't seen that shit.
Or whatever. I mean,
I just don't care. I don't know.
And that's fine, man. You know, like for example, like I'm not crazy about the Avengers, but like it's a good fucking movie. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I hate it. Like Endgame was the shit. I mean, it was sad when Iron Man
How many
died.
Avengers movies are there? Is that the third one? Endgame? There's got to be at least three of them.
That is the last one, yeah. Because like
I've only seen the first Avengers. After that, I didn't even keep watching these Marvel movies.
So Iron Man dies in the Endgame. He's the only one who dies.
I heard a bunch of people die.
Yeah, but
don't
now
spoil them.
They're doing weird shit. Well, no.
Am I the only one that hasn't seen the movie?
Endgame's been out for a while, so I'm not at this
Anybody
point,
who's into Marvel's seen that shit. So
yeah, so I mean, if anyone hasn't seen it, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a spoiler alert because it's not like the movie came out this week in theaters. That would be considered a spoiler alert. But and like so what they're doing is a little weird because Iron Man, you know, that guy, you know, since he died in Endgame, now he's fucking Doctor Doom. It's weird. Like, it's the same universe, but they're using him as a different
how many
character.
actors are they going to bring in to the Marvel universe? They got Jake Gyllenhaal in there now. Like
Captain America now is going to be Mr. Fantastic. I think. I could be wrong. You have to fact check.
The new and then Fantastic Four. What is that? The fourth one they made?
No, they're actually. I think they're remaking it and they're just shifting or maybe they're continuing it. I'm not following that right now either.
I'm not gonna go see it. I'll just let you know right now. Maybe I'll go see it. I don't know.
But to finish off like the Batman thing, you know, because I do want to talk about comedy and stuff like that. I want to talk about.
we went off way off topic.
Yeah, but no, that's fine, dude. It's cool. There's a lot of different things that. Hold on a second here. I was pulling up like your message from earlier when you sent it to me. You know, because comedy's in a different stage today that I wanted to talk about. But in terms of the Batman, just so I'm clear, when you watch, so look, Tim Burton was the original director who actually
he did the first two.
He did the first two.
They were great.
Exactly. Yeah.
They were cool.
Anyway, they were great. Anyway, but the third one is pretty cool. You know, rest in peace to Val Kilmer. He just died recently. He was the third. OG. He was the third Batman installment.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Batman Forever, which I think that's when it started getting a little a little funky, but it was still good. I think Tim Burton had somewhat of a say in the third installment, but the 1 and 2 with the Jack Nicholson Joker, right? And then they had Penguin and then Catwoman. So like those were done
great movies.
But if you go back and watch them, for some reason the writing doesn't make you cringe, and those movies are older.
And they had good lines. She has a couple good lines, like, you know, with the Catwoman.
Is it Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. So Michelle Pfeiffer, you know,
there's some puns. There's a lot of puns in it.
The thing is,
very punny movie.
Yeah, but like it didn't. The writing didn't make you cringe. You know, some parts maybe make you a little cringe, but what happened?
It wasn't too comedy. Like I feel like Marvel, there's like a freaking comedy like. They're trying to make it funny, and I don't like funny and action movies. I just for that like.
I think there could be a
some
little
of them
humor.
I just really don't like. You know, I think Mark Wahlberg has a lot of those. He has like funny action movies and like
he blends them.
Yeah, it's just the only ones that did that perfectly was like Rush Hour. That was perfect. Like that was a perfect amount of
they don't make
funny and action.
Yeah, they don't
like it was actually a good fucking movie. No matter what the hell's going on, it could be funny. It could be cool. Like Jackie Chan, he'll whoop somebody's ass. You know.
dude.
He'll fucking whoop Mark Wahlberg's ass.
But it was like Rush Hour 2 was so funny. I remember when it's Chris Tucker.
And Chris Tucker's funny as shit.
Chris Tucker?
Dude, Chris
don't
Tucker's
cut the chicken.
And he's
no, don't cut the chicken's head off. He said some shit along the lines. He's
Push
like,
the goddamn button.
He's like, I like my shit deep fried, no pepper, no hair, and deep fried, or something like that. He said something funny when the Chinese lady's like, I cut the head off, and he's like, no.
That movie you could watch 100 times.
The way that he is, he's like, no, like he does all this like kind of funny shit. He was the shit, dude.
90s Chris Tucker is great.
Hey, was he an actual stand-up comic at one point?
Yes.
Dude, like Chris Tucker's shit, dude. Like the thing is, bro, like I haven't seen him in shit. I haven't seen him in anything for a long time.
Yeah, he fell off. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think
I never even seen the third one. But
there was a Rush Hour 3?
Yes.
Yeah, there was. Was that anything like maybe it wasn't like they didn't need to make it kind of thing? Yeah. Well, I mean, Rush Hour 1 was certainly funny. I think Rush Hour 2, though, definitely was funnier than the first one. They did a great job. So if you really watch that, like that one was definitely like spot on. Like that shit was funny. Like I remember cracking up to that shit for hours. Like it was good. You know?
Yeah, like it's just action and funny. It's tough to do.
I think the perfect amount, like,
and it doesn't need to be in these superhero movies, bro. Like, I mean, do you remember Batman Dark Knight with Christian Bale?
Oh my god,
those were the best. Those were like the best ones that were like modern day Batman.
Dude,
like they didn't make it too cartoony. And it almost like he was a real fucking guy.
I just made a piece of content about it. Did you see it?
No, but he what, on your Instagram?
Yeah, I made like a little kind of video.
Shout out to Instagram. What's the page?
Rafael Fuentes Tattoos. I'm still playing around with it. Like the thing is, like I have a tattoo page, and I've been trying to like kind of make some content because the thing is, like content is so weird. It's like I'm not really like being viral is not my goal here.
I have a secret movie Instagram page.
Do you
movie review guru?
Cool.
But
shout out to dude, I don't even follow you. Never show me that page.
Because I don't push it. But you want to know what it is? I go on YouTube and I find like my favorite movie scenes from movies, like one that speaks to me emotionally or whatever I'm feeling that day. Like I'll just try and find it on YouTube and I'll screen record it. I'll crop it and I'll put it on Instagram and just like leave like a little,
so it's like a
mental notation. It's more of just like me filing all my favorite movie scenes on an Instagram page. That way I don't have to search through YouTube. It's just all right there. All my favorite little scenes from movies.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I'm sure it's copyrighted or something. Like I just posted one from Uncle Buck the other day.
As long as it's organic, man, Uncle Buck was a shit.
Yeah.
That was such a cool. I used to think the girl was so hot, like on the show. Like, what was her name on the movie? I'm sorry, it was a movie.
The little golf chick.
She was just so like, I remember she went to go hang out with those guys at the bar.
Dude, that was like golf before golf came out. Yeah, they were all black and shit.
Yeah, I thought she was hot. She always had this like fucked up mean face like this.
That was filmed in Chicago. That's where I was born.
Oh, wow. I think I should watch that with Bella. Yeah, because my girl, like, she's from Chicago.
Oh,
stuff
really?
like that. Man, I didn't even realize that Uncle Buck was filmed in Chicago. But they
all of them are John Hughes movies are all filmed in Chicago usually.
I didn't know that. That's cool. So, yeah, because they must have been in the suburbs of Chicago then. Because like they weren't in the city.
Well, they call him because Uncle Buck reminds me so much of like my dad and then my uncle Bill. Because like Bill was from the north side and like when they call him, he's like in an apartment right next to where the Cubs play in Wrigleyville, and he like claps on his lights and like wakes up the whole neighborhood and shit. And then he has like a crappy car, like a jalopy. That's what like my dad used to drive and pick us up from school.
So
and
you're
it's
from
fucking
Chicago?
Smoking. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I was born there. I moved down here when I was like 5, 6.
Oh, so you probably don't remember much.
Well, we'd go back like every 2 years. Like half of my family's Mexican, half of my family's Irish. I got a shitload of family up there, so we'd go up there.
Cool. Yeah,
hang out every 2 years.
Bella's from Rogers Park.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been up there too, like in that area and stuff like that. You know. And then my old boss, because you're kind of surprised where I worked at that club or whatever. My old boss actually owns a club in Stone Park. And
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and that's where,
it's a big city, bro.
There's a lot of different parts. Like I want to say Stone Park is like maybe like west of the city, and then Rogers Park is like north of the city.
Right.
You know, so it's like kind of like an L. You know, because like you got Chicago here, and then you got all these neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, it's humongous.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took my sound off, bro. I posted Uncle Buck when he's like bitching at the guy at the bowling alley.
There was probably some copyright.
He's like, you got a game going, Buck? It's like, oh yeah. Like, oh, you're not gonna. Or I forgot what his name's Pal. So you got a game going somewhere, Pal? And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, you're not going to get any strikes sitting there, are you?
He was always like defending them and like backing them up and stuff like that.
And
smoking cigars.
That's the type of shit my dad would do, bro, because he's a big guy. And like if somebody was bullying my sister at school or whatever, like he would get out and fucking walk in and just like try these people. And everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, like, so it's just like a very similar movie. But But it's just, again, the page, it's a lot of scenes that like hit home for me. And when I post them and like I just want to save them and watch them later, it's more for me. Like I don't really.
I mean, dude, it's definitely like, you know.
So I mean, I don't care if people add it or not, but I'm always going to be doing that. And then I just hope that like, you know, because they block the sound on that one, and like if it does gain any followers, like I don't want it getting fucking shut down because every video is screen recorded from YouTube. That's fine. And it's more just like paying homage to them. Go ahead. So you got sneeze?
No. So from my understanding, I think as long as like, so there's like, you know, when you're posting organic, I think you can kind of post certain things. Like you can use copyrighted music with organic content. Like you can like make different content on it. Right. You just can't do it in paid form. So like you can't really.
I don't.
For
it's just for
purposes
me
and shit like that.
But but I've posted like South Park episodes and stuff on my story.
You can do that. It's like a meme page kind of.
But it depends on how you do it. Like if you recorded it from YouTube or something, they might cut it out. If you're filming your TV while it's on, like that won't ever get flagged. But like if you like screen record the episode and crop it and post it, and then like it's more than a minute or something, they might cut it out. I don't know. Instagram's weird. We can. It's like it's already on YouTube. Why are you gonna block my sound on Instagram? Instagram has weird rules. Yeah. Or it'll say like, oh, it's blocked in certain countries, and it'll list like 4 or 5 countries. Like in these countries, like they can't hear your videos, and I'm like, I don't care about anybody in Afghanistan or that can't watch my Uncle Buck video.
So I'm not an expert in this, but like I will say it's happened to me with regular music. So I don't know if it's necessarily a movie thing. It can be a sound thing.
It's Instagram. They got weird rules.
We got
whatever. We'll figure them out. But
the point, hold on, to get back to what I was saying is the point I was trying to finish with the content thing is that I made a piece of content on the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight series, but like because I'm still experimenting with content, like
this is on your YouTube channel.
It's on my Instagram.
Okay,
you know, I do want to kind of steer like.
Is it like a review?
It's more informative, you know. So basically, like what the video is about, I'll tell you right now. So like when you were saying like you mentioned realistic, it's very true. But in the first one, he actually didn't go very realistic with it. When you watch Batman Begins, there's a very significant difference between Batman Begins and the Dark Knight series. So when you watch Batman Begins, you never notice the funky like CGI city and like weird train system. That's what I was saying in the content. They had a weird train. The Wayne Tower was weird. It was all CGI. And then where Scarecrow went to that city to release the. They use the weapon to kind of like access their pipelines.
You know, they filmed some of that in like England or some shit, right?
Well, hold on. Yeah. Well,
some of that's supposed to be like England.
The Wayne home is there. But what I'm saying is there's like this weird city in Batman Begins.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where like the poor people lived, and it's like it was like a weird thing that he experimented with. So Christopher Nolan's like move was he was getting his first feet like kind of wet in the DC world. He didn't really know what direction he wanted to go. But if you really watch The Dark Knight with the Joker, he like
it's completely different. Yeah,
and then The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
So he said he scratched the CGI, he scratched all that crap, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to film this like a real raw and uncut like crime thriller." And that's exactly what he did. So if you look, he used the skylines of Chicago and New York only, and that's what they did. They made it a very very realistic feel and like a crime.
The first
thriller.
one was, and then it's cool because they use a couple different cities. I think the last one, it's in like Pittsburgh or something where he's knocking on
New York and Chicago.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You might want to double check that. Fact check it.
Fact check me, bro.
When they go who's the cop that like is hiding in his house, and then like he didn't want to come out, and Robin goes and knocks on his door. I know. That's in Pittsburgh for sure. That's not New York.
I know what you're talking about, and yeah, those homes did look like that. But if like. I think I'm going to go with New York, bro.
Okay.
Quentin, will you fact check us on this? No. Fact check us on it. No, because I mean, hey, listen.
I'm a YouTube nerd. Like I'll go on YouTube and go in wormholes about dumb shit all the time. And like one was just like how The Dark Knight was filmed, where was this and that. So
hold on. Where was The Dark Knight filmed?
No, wait. Dark Knight Rises.
Where was The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises filmed? Locations. Dude, we have the fucking internet.
And the port. I know.
Thing. Let's like look here. Let's do it together.
What does it say?
I'm pretty sure I'm
Read
right.
out.
Okay. Really?
Thank you.
Wow.
See?
Whatever. I'm not afraid to be wrong.
10 points for Lost Boy Goonie. Movie nerd.
Really? What does it say?
And also Italy,
Yeah.
Scotland,
whatever.
UK.
Yeah, I guess whatever. Dude, anyway, the point I was trying to make is that the skylines, like he filmed the New York and like
it looked
Chicago
dreary
skyline
in the first one, and then it progressed.
That's my only point. I didn't really necessarily do the research on all the locations. I know that like it's filmed in wherever the fuck, like, but what I'm saying is the main point is that the skyline looked different.
Yes.
So for example, in the Dark Knight series, the Wayne Tower is actually a legit building. They just kind of like edited Wayne Tower.
And the first one, it looks all weird.
Point I'm trying to make is that like I like the direction he went. Like I think he got really confident after the first one, and like it was still good. I still love the first one, but there's a dramatic difference in shift. Right. You know, the way that he looks, the way that everything just felt. It felt very realistic. It was a crime thriller, and it was fucking sick. So yeah, like a lot of I think truly Christopher Nolan created and showed us a perfect Batman on a long time. Like, you know, timeline, right? He showed us the you know, where he got the motivation to be Batman. He told us a story. He pretty much showed us a very perfect Batman. But right now, I'm not a fan of the Ben Affleck one. No, I love Ben Affleck. I just
saw a clip on Instagram of him jumping off something, rolling and like crashing into a car. And I'm like,
in real life?
Oh no, he's in the movie. He has like a zip line holding, and the car's dragging him, and he's like rolling and hitting cars and shit. And I'm like, all right, this is definitely not realistic. That shit, like, first of all, he's supposed to.
Oh, you're talking
Batman,
about
the movie or whatever. I don't know.
That was
Wonder Woman or some shit.
Because they CGI'd the shit out of it.
Bro, not only that, but he's supposed to be a guy in a suit. Bro, that fucking guy would be dead.
I think they really just tried to do a lot of comic book shit style with that version, but it sucked.
People ride motorcycles and go, 200 miles per hour with a helmet on. When they hit the wall, their head explodes in the helmet. Like, I don't give a fuck what that suit is. If he's rolling around on the street on a zip line, hitting cars and shit, he's dead.
But Pattinson's crushing it, bro. Like, I think he's got a lot of potential.
That was a cool movie.
He's got a lot of potential. They're really showing the detective side of, Bruce Wayne. They're showing us, like, for example, he's journaling his progress. Like, he's, the movie.
A little emo version of Batman.
I mean, it's so cool. When they use the song, like, Something's in the Way by Nirvana, I was like, my God. I was like, look at this shit. It's so fucking good.
I got a black Harley. So when I go in my garage and I pop on that Harley and I got speakers, I start playing that. That's my first song. When I'm leaving my neighborhood, and I'm driving by people walking their dogs. They're like, the fuck? I
mean, it's so cool, bro. Like when I saw it, I was like fucking mind blowing. Like, listen, I went to go watch it with my kids and then my girl and everybody. We all went to go sit together. We got a late show that night. It was like 10 p.m. It was a school night. I was like, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna go watch this movie. Dude, they literally left me there. I was like, I didn't leave the theater because it was. I didn't realize it was 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I was like I was looking at that screen locked.
We got 20 minutes.
We got 20 minutes.
You want to do the comedy? Let's do the comedies real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do 20 minutes of comedies. We'll do the LA.
I mean, it's the first episode. It's fine.
Ralph wants me to talk about my LA trip when I went to movie locations, wherever, and I did it in New York too. I don't know if you know that, but
I don't. But I was stalking you that whole time that you were like, dude, I couldn't wait to tune into your story. I was like, oh my God, he went to.
That's how much of a nerd we are, guys. We're movie nerds. I went on the internet.
That's the idea of this podcast, So
I went and looked up where every movie was filmed in LA, and I went to every single location.
I wish I went with you.
Next episode.
I can't wait to actually go. I'm going to make a promise on this podcast. I will one day. We will travel to LA.
Oh, I'm going back and doing it again.
We will do it again.
I'm doing it again for sure.
Like I was so jealous. Like you went to the Toretto house. You went to Toretto.
Save it. We'll get into it next episode. Next episode. All right. Raphael wanted to talk about comedies. I threw up a quick 10.
It's amazing.
Top 10 comedies.
Amazing.
Crazy list. 1, Dumb and Dumber, of course.
Jim Carrey, right?
Of course, the first one. There's just so many quotes. That's like the first comedy movie I've ever seen in my whole life. Like
so good.
It's just such a funny movie.
Like, dude, I was funny, like
I was in kindergarten and we had the fake ketchup and mustard. Like in the little playhouse, like when you play house,
the little houses,
little house, little fake,
fake
hamburgers and fake kitchen and shit. Yeah. So me and one of my buddies were like in kindergarten, like oh, I'm Dumb and Dumber, like let's play Dumb and Dumber, like that's what we would say, and be like all right, I'm Lloyd, like squirt the thing up when he's like hitting his tongue and shit. He's like, no, I'm Lloyd. He's like, no, I'm Harry. And like we'd like fight over who's Lloyd every day and shit.
Man, that movie,
just classic,
bro. It's classic, man. And then they have like the dog truck. Like a little furry car that they're riding around. I mean, Dumb and Dumber is a classic. That was definitely one of my first comedies. Like comedy during the 90s and the 80s was truly different. Like, for example, like remember The Naked Gun? Like that was a different kind of comedy, but it was a silly.
People say that's the funniest movie ever made, and it's per minute. I don't find that movie funny.
The hamburger spot down the street says we're the world's best hamburger.
They gave the idea for Scary Movie. Scary Movie did it a lot better, I think. And it hits us way better because it's all 90s horror movie, like slasher films, and they're making fun of like Scream and shit.
Yeah, but that was a different, I think it's a different time. Like, I think what I appreciate about The Naked Gun, and for those out there who understand The Naked Gun, you'll know about that type of comedy. But that was a different, like, that comedy was like from the like early 80s. It was a very silly.
Bro, but I like Caddyshack. Caddyshack's on my list, and it's fucking hilarious.
Do you remember The Jerk?
No, I've never seen that.
So The Jerk was, do you remember The Jerk? So The Jerk was with Steve Martin.
Oh,
you know,
God.
and it was like,
I know what you're talking
he was
about.
like a hillbilly who was adopted by like, you know, black folk and stuff like that in the South. And like, it was really funny because in The Jerk, like all the black people, they got rhythm. And then he's just like he couldn't like, and that's
he's just a nerd and shit.
No, he was wearing overalls, and he was actually a very hardworking contributor to his family.
He's got a good range. Steve Martin's got a good range.
So he's like, Steve Martin was definitely, he did a lot of these silly movies.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah,
that almost made my list, but it's on honorable mentions.
You know, so like The Naked Gun, I forget the actor to The Naked Gun. He's like the other like funny, silly actor. Like you'll do the research and you can make him
that guy
popular.
with the white hair.
Yeah, he's I don't even know if he's
in Scary Movie 3. Remember where they're like peeing out of their fingers and shit?
Yeah, and then
he came back into that. Dude, I seen Scary Movie 3. You remember going and seeing movies on a Friday night with this at Sawgrass Mall and Sunrise? Like, or
I went to MovieCo.
Okay, whatever.
Remember MovieCo?
But yeah. Sawgrass Mall was a little more freaking ratchet.
Not really.
I guess they were all ratchet. But there on a Friday night, like when we're probably in like middle school, and I went with my friend and his dad, and we were sitting in the theater, and like, you know how it's just packed with people, like everybody's getting fucking rowdy and shit,
making noises,
yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah.
So
no phones at that
time. Like, bro, it was hood as fuck in there one night, and we're watching Scary Movie 3, and fucking Ja Rule comes out in Scary Movie 3, and everybody goes fucking crazy. And this girl, and everybody goes, man, fuck Ja Rule. And this fucking girl, and everybody's screaming shit, and then one girl goes, Ja Rule's got a nice ass. We fucking started dying,
that's kind of cool because
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like those you know, times aren't like that anymore because, you know, you have to appreciate that shit because like you see,
I feel like nobody even goes to the movies anymore.
The audience is actually like interacting with each other, and it makes it everybody's talking
shit, and it's fucking hilarious.
You know, but Scary Movie 3 was really funny, you know, because they made fun of Signs, The Ring. I'm trying to think of the other ones.
Dude.
You know, like they make fun of a line,
stupid shit,
like,
bro.
Like
they're like.
They made fun of The Ring, and they somehow like, you know, convert, like they mix this whole story like together.
They making fun of Eminem and 8 Mile and shit.
They did. You know what I mean? Like that was fucking funny.
Yeah, that was good.
So Scary Movie 3 was good. They're coming out with a new one.
Yeah,
and that's like Marlon Wayne stuff.
You ever when did you see Scary? Because when I saw Scary Movie 2, like I was way too young to be watching this movie.
Me too. My parents
even one, I was way too young. Like some of the shit I didn't even get, but like the second one, somebody threw it on. I think my brother's friend came over for like a sleepover. And he would always have like he was some rich kid. He had every fucking movie made. His parents would buy all these DVDs. So he had Scary Movie 2 on DVD. He brings the shit over, pops it in. The first scene is like the Exorcist puking and shit.
Yeah, that's right. Like, that was so good.
Dude, and then if you watch it now, it's kind of stupid. But like, old, bro, I was crying laughing at the age of like, you know, 8 or 9 watching this fucking puke fight fest. And I'm like, bro, this is fucking crazy. And that's like when they first started doing the fake puke shit. And I was just like, rolling on the floor laughing, like you crying laughing.
She's like, fuck me.
You ever what's a movie you've seen?
And the priest starts fucking her and shit like that. It was so funny. It's like, oh yeah. It's like,
it's fucking crazy. It's just fucking nuts, bro.
When you watch that shit, they don't make stuff.
And
like
I was
that
legit, bro. I was like crying, like laughing, like there's a couple movies that I can recall where it's like the funniest shit, like nonstop laughing. Another one was fucking. You ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
Remember when the
guy does the robot shit? Yeah. Bro, me and my boys rewinded that fucking 1,000 times. Don't be mad at us.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so
3,
good.
Eternal Dead Slayer 3.
Yeah.
He's like, I created it in my basement when I was 9.
Oh my God, dude.
Like he's fucking high. Dude, that was the best.
He's in love with the girl,
That's
and the girl likes
the
the other guy.
That actor, bro, he fucking crushed that shit.
He's in Adam Sandler's crew, bro. He's in
Dodgeball. He's in a couple
Happy
movies
Madison
and shit,
bro.
Yeah, but bro, he annihilated that shit.
They're video game programmers.
I think Grandma's Boy is funnier than any Adam Sandler movie ever made.
I mean, it's
so fucking funny.
The thing is, it's one of the best stoner movies. You know what I mean? Like they made everything. They made that for the stoner crowd.
Seth, what? Not Seth Green.
No, Seth Rogen.
No, Jonah Hill's in it, and he's fucking fat as shit.
Yeah,
and he looks like he's got like a fucking scar on his elbow or something.
Jonah Hill was also very overweight and knocked up.
Yeah,
you know, he was a little bit kind of fat. Like Jonah Hill had a different. He had a different look
and accepted
to him
and shit. He was like big.
Yeah, but like you know, like he
not
was
trying to fat shame him. Just
no, dude. The thing is, that was just his character.
Big, yeah.
Like he had this like nerdy kind of stoner character, and he did a good job.
The best is when he lost weight, and then the people that would fucking the reporters and shit, they were like, so how do you feel about being the fat guy in Hollywood or whatever? And he lost weight at the time, and he's like,
they said that shit to him?
Yeah, bro, there's like 5 videos on YouTube of him getting pissed at people, and he's like, who the fuck told you that? He's like, I'm not the fuck. He's like, what? You would just make this shit up? He's like, I'm not the fucking fat guy.
Yeah, because there's been fatter.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
yeah. Like I wouldn't even consider him that. I was just saying he was fat in one movie. But like these people are going up to him like, oh yeah, so you lost weight. So like now that you're not fat, do you think you're still funny? And he's like, bro, what the fucking kind of question?
Dude, he's actually a fucking goat, dude. He's actually an incredible
he's just a normal
actor.
guy.
Like Jonah Hill's an incredible actor.
No,
like,
he progressed so
Wolf
much.
of Wall Street? What the fuck? Like, dude, that
movie's
role,
hilarious.
That role really showed you like how much he can really transform. It's like he did so good in Wolf of Wall Street, you know, that you can't even fucking associate him with any other film. Like when I watch Wolf of Wall Street after knowing about Jonah Hill for so long, typically we associate them from a film, right? Like, oh, that's the guy from so and so. But he does such a good job
he has a great,
in his role.
Bro, Moneyball. I fucking love that movie.
That shit too.
That's
like,
a great fucking movie.
You would never when he acts in these movies, you would never fucking know. Like you would never associate him with shit. Like when I watch him in his roles, you don't really. I never associate him in Knocked Up.
Yeah,
or
he's got
else,
range, bro.
You know.
But I think he won an Oscar.
In terms of comedy, man, I love the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
That's my second. That's second on my
Tommy
list.
Boy's
You're
really
reading
good.
it out.
Tommy Boy is that what's his name? Chris Farrell.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. He died, right?
Yes.
He was crazy, right?
Like he was a drug addict, alcoholic,
cocaine addict, and shit like that.
Yeah,
like he was crazy.
He was
but he is fucking funny.
Oh, he was great.
But he was from a different time, and I know he did stand-up comedy, correct? Yeah. So I think again, man, this was like a different kind of comedy.
He was in in Chicago. There's like the Second City. It's like a stand-up improv type shit. And
what's the famous club in Chicago for comedy?
The Second City.
Oh shit, the Second City. That's right.
So they would but they do like skits and shit. Like I think Michael Myers was from there. Like they wouldn't just do like stand-up. They would do like skits and like kind of like SNL shit. That's what made him like end up being on SNL. A lot of people came out of there. Dan Aykroyd, a lot of guys.
Dan Aykroyd's a very interesting guy. You know, he says like he sees ghosts. Like he was so interesting on Joe Rogan's podcast. Like he has a tequila brand that he like brought. He's a very, very interesting guy.
He's a cool guy. Yeah.
He's a very like out there guy. Like, I mean, as an actor, like remember Coneheads?
Yes.
Yeah. I
love that movie.
So that movie really fucked me up as a kid.
Scary.
Yeah. Like it just really like.
Dude, the CGI and shit when he goes and fights a monster at the end.
It was just like.
Bro, the early 90s shit.
It was just the way that they are. They're like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got the teeth and shit.
Scared me.
Yeah, it was
just,
creepy.
The mouth opened like, oh God, to this day, like it leaves this very weird, uncomfortable feeling.
Dude, there's a lot of fucking.
And the daughter was like kind of oddly pretty. I think it was just her face. It was so weird. It was like.
Have you went back and watched it recently?
No, I think that movie really messed me up.
There is a lot of actors in that. Like first, like right in the beginning, there's like Sinbad. There's Kramer from Seinfeld. Right. There's Adam Sandler. Like in the first 5 minutes, it's like boom, 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 boom. Right. Then his neighbor is the other guy from Seinfeld. And then like there's just tons. And Tom Arnold's on the golf course. So it's crazy.
We'll go 20.
20?
Yeah.
All right. So Old School's another funny one.
Old School's cool. I just made a video about that because I made a video about like the Wilson brothers. You didn't see that either, right?
Who's the Wilson brothers? They created that?
I mean, in Old School.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah,
and,
Luke Wilson. Yeah. So I made a video.
You know, I didn't know they were brothers for the longest time.
That's why I kind of made the video because I didn't know if people knew that Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson were brothers, and they have a third brother too. He's not so like popular.
In the 40-year-old version, they shout him out. Remember, she goes, "Oh, he's hot." She goes, "He looks just like Owen Wilson's brother or some shit." She goes, "He looks just like Luke Wilson or some shit." I think so I wouldn't. They're like shouting each other out. It's funny as shit.
I wouldn't remember that. But 40-Year-Old Virgin was the first time that I really learned about like where I really kind of started paying attention to Seth Rogen. Like he played a cool character. Well,
that's because Judd Apatow, that was like the first movie he wrote and directed or whatever. I don't know if that's like the very first one, but that's like the first big one.
Yeah.
And all of them were in it. Like I think what's the guy that plays Ant-Man?
I forget.
Yeah, so he's in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think he was the only one that was like semi-famous at the time because
was he in the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah, he's like
you're right,
Andy.
You're right. Yeah,
like, I don't want your giant box of porn, Andy.
Andy, I don't want your buy jog. Yeah, so I thought that was funny when you. Sorry, a little.
Paul Rudd.
All right, well, it's for the next show, but I'm just gonna say it. Just a little.
When
just
I reenacted it,
I thought that was so funny. So this guy actually went to Andy's apartment where the movie was filmed, and then the way that what did you say? Can you just say it for the audience?
Yeah,
so cool.
I went to a random apartment in LA. I think it was in the Valley somewhere, and it was where they filmed 40 Virgin. And I was just nerding out at the original apartment where Andy lived. And I didn't care if there was people there or not. I just went by the gate and I just started quoting it. I don't want your giant box of porn, Andy.
So like he was trying to help Andy out. And then the next
on
scene
selfie mode, like screaming it, like talking on my phone.
Dude, I was so excited.
Some guy's probably watching TV, like, what the fuck? Like some Korean guy's like, eh?
It's just so funny. And then he turns the picture frames. Remember he plays that song? I forget the name of the song. It was really funny. The song that when Andy's like,
when he goes to jerk off.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
One? Yeah, he
and
puts all the pictures.
He turns the pictures around so they don't stare at him. And then he puts on his pajamas like this. And he puts the last button out. He has the cream and everything.
He ends up watching fucking.
He tries for 5 minutes like Space Nuts.
He watches Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, Space Nuts comes on. Remember? That was the porn that he was watching, and it was called Space Nuts.
No, yeah.
So he watches
Jack
the porn.
Blackcock.
Yeah, dude, it was weird. So like
School of Cock.
I remember he starts putting on the porn, and then he just completely relapses back to like his normal. He couldn't do it. Like,
no,
he couldn't do it.
He goes, "I'm sorry. There's one video in there. I think it's Everybody Loves Raymond. My ex used to love that show. He's like, I just threw that in there."
So
and he ends up watching that out of everything.
Good. Road Trip was one of my favorites.
Bro, Road Trip is such a good movie.
It's more modern though. Like it's definitely a couple years after.
What a good fucking story though. Like.
Oh yeah.
To make that a movie, like, I fucking filmed me fucking some girl and I accidentally mailed it to my girlfriend in a different state and now they got to drive, like, stop it. Like, I know, but that's such a great fucking plot, dude.
But the movie makes you forget about it because so much happens.
Oh man, my favorite scene is when they try and go into the all black fraternity. And like he's trying to sneak in, he like does a little handshake. He's like Alpha Chi, Alpha Chi, Alpha Chi, Chi. He's like, see, and then they like go in, and then like the guy's eating, and he's like, you know what, this food's actually pretty good. And you see fucking Stifler's face. He's so pissed off. He's like, listen, asshole. He's like, this is all black fraternity. They know you're not a fucking member, asshole. It's just like, dude, like he's like, I'm sorry, I don't think about things like that. Like just. He is. Dude, it's great writing, bro. It's just funny as shit.
Like
Tom Green, like,
dude, like all these guys are, like, yeah, Tom Green's he's a go-to.
Yeah,
man.
bro. We had some greats.
The thing is, though, like, I think right now, like in the movie, like industry,
what comedies are like that now? There's no movie.
I think people are just like,
ain't nothing touching that right now, bro.
People don't want to like offend people in the comedy, but the thing is, like, these movies had like such an impact. You know what I mean? Like, because like I never felt any kind of anger or any kind of disrespect. I just think it was pretty decent comedy like during that time, like it went from this like silly kind of style comedy and then things started to evolve a little bit, like Pineapple Express was amazing, Half Baked was good. I mean, well, mind you, Pineapple Express is much more advanced than Half Baked, but Half Baked is cool,
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, all the stoner movies are funny, but like comedies like that, they don't make it. I mean, the last one that I did see, I thought it was really cool. What was it? It was with Seth Rogen did it, James Franco. It was like it was like an end of the world movie.
Oh, this is the end.
This is the end.
Yeah,
that shit,
and that's a great movie.
And they played as themselves.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm sure they
if you really think about it, that came out quite a while ago. It's at least 10. Close to 15 years old already. What I thought
was so funny about that movie, it was like right after high school when I came out of high school, but that shit was so funny because like you see the Harry Potter cast in there and then like one dude comes up to me, he's like, yo, what's up, man? And then he's like, dude, I'm not fucking that. Like,
oh no, that was at the other one.
Malfoy. Malfoy's at the party.
That's in the
and then he's like, what's up? Some dude comes up to him, he's like, what's up, Malfoy?
That's in Get Him to the Greek or whatever.
Are you sure?
Yeah, in the nightclub scene.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not in this.
1000%.
Oh, you know what? This is the end.
You're thinking of Hermione when she breaks into the house.
And then they're like, yo, we're going to rape her or something like that. And then
it's like, I didn't even see it. You want to know the funniest?
She breaks out of the house and leaves.
Funniest motherfucker in that movie who is actually still doing funny shit, but it's on a show. And he has the greatest comedy show ever created is Danny McBride. He is the funniest motherfucker out right now. Because he's still doing shit. He did Eastbound and Down. I don't know if you've seen that. You have HBO?
HBO Max? Like
yeah. So Eastbound and Down is probably the funniest show ever made. It's where he's like a pitcher. He's like a washed up baseball player.
Is it an old show?
It's old. It's pretty old. Yeah. It's like before This Is the End. And then
but is it still continuing today?
No, like that show finished, but then they came out with Vice Principals, which was him and the guy from Burn Notice, I think.
Burn Notice was good.
I don't know if it's Burn Notice or...
That was like a TV show. I used to actually watch it.
It might be Justified. I'm not sure which. It's some stupid FX
Burn Notice
show.
was a USA show with that guy from
Django?
Miami. Huh?
You seen Django?
That's with
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx, yeah.
So the bad guy in it that doesn't like Django when they first like go to the thing. He's like a skinny guy with the messed
I don't know
up
his
teeth.
name, but I know
he's in a show with Danny McBride called Vice Principals. It's fucking hilarious. They're both fighting for the principal job, and like Bill Murray retires, and then they fight over it.
Oh, cool! Bill Murray's in it.
Yeah,
he was on Joe Rogan not long ago too. Bill Murray's a fucking like really interesting guy, man. You know, what a great fucking like movies. I love watching his movies, bro. Like when I see Bill Murray, I get this really nostalgic feeling, like like Ghostbusters, like you know, because remember
Caddyshack.
We're gonna man, you know, so like so we're gonna start putting all these like movie like kind of like inspired posters through the studio and stuff like that. Like I'm working on getting a few. Ghostbusters is definitely one of them.
Yeah,
like dude, that was one of the coolest fucking movies.
I know it's so iconic, but I can't really watch those movies.
It's not for everybody.
I've seen them when you've seen them once or twice. You're like, all right, whatever. Kind of like Ninja Turtles. Like I can't really rewatch Ninja Turtles,
dude. Like
my brother loves that shit. He loves all those. He loves those old '80s movies, and like there's only a handful that I could like. I love the John Hughes ones. John Hughes made Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He made Breakfast Club. Pretty in Pink.
I like Breakfast Club.
He made all those funny ass like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Uncle Buck. He's made all like every fucking movie is a banger. I don't think he's made one bad movie.
Right now I'm like really all up on like because I love directors too. Like right now I'm really like liking Guy Ritchie stuff. Like I've been watching a bunch of Guy Ritchie movies. The latest one I just watched right now and it hit me hard, man, was The Covenant.
Who the fuck is Guy Ritchie?
Yeah, we're down to our last 2 minutes, but like
wait.
Guy Ritchie's
current show. You were asking about current show is The Rightful Gemstones. Is with Danny McBride and the guy from Workaholics and the same guy from Vice Principals. And they're like, how like there's like rich priests that like scam people out of money. Like they're just like, I don't know, go look it up, but watch a trailer. You'll understand. But it's fucking hilarious. And they're on season 4 right now. It just came out. So shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny McBride. Still killing
Pretty
it.
cool. No, I guess on the next time we can definitely discuss those other couple of things, because that little trip that you did to LA was really sick.
Yes. We'll go through the whole trip. That'll be our one topic and we won't we won't be sporadic and all over the place.
So that's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
That's it. What are we at? An hour? This is our first episode. Tune in for the next.
One episode at a time. Shout out Big C's. Let's go Panthers. Game 1 tonight.
All right. Until next time, guys.
Lost Boy Goonie.
Bye.
Rafael Fuentes.
That was fun.